number one reason to use TOP is to get a complete and holistic picture of what is required to make projects successful. I started a new job at a major bank, and I was asked by the chief executive to have a look at our project performance across the organisation. The project engaged Jed, and he worked with me for over a period of about 9 months. When we looked across the organisation, we did some studies that we presented to the main board of the bank, and conservatively estimated that in just project execution alone, 20% of the value was being lost in project execution. There was no dispute at all that we needed to do something to reduce that value leakage. Project management and the approach to project execution was really driven from a tools and process perspective, and very much around the solution. But there was little regard or little sort of awareness of benefits realization, value engineering, etc. It became apparent that it was too much focus on the science, and there was a less focus on the art. And what TOP allowed us to do was really think about more the art, and particularly about how people behave and the role of senior management and executives, to look at it from a value and benefits type approach. So very much around how you set projects up for success, the governance, the role of steering committees, and working more top-down, where the solution was the final place you got to, but not the starting point. It brings a different way of thinking, and taking on board and applying the TOP techniques and methods significantly increase the probability of success. A true reflection of the value of the work that TOP contributed towards the project is that we developed a cradle-to-grave project framework for the organisation, which 6 years later is still in use today. It forms the fundamentals of how projects are managed in the organisation. I've used TOP in the banking industry. I've used it in defence. I've used it in production of helicopters, and currently using the same basic principles in the rail industry. My recommendation is that it is useful. It's an important insight into what makes projects successful, and to persevere with it. And there is plenty of support and information, either online or from the organisation or JED, etc., that can help steer you through it. But at the end of the day, by making that investment in journey, you'll get a better outcome.